So this kind of uninterrupted hell, meaning never have a break like that. So when that happened, the Brahman woman, the virtuous Brahman woman, knowing that her mother had not believed in cause and effect while alive, feared that her karma would certainly pull her into the evil paths. For that reason, she sold the family house and acquired many kinds of incense, flowers, and other gifts. With those, she performed a great offering in that Buddha's stupas and monasteries. She saw an especially fine image of the third come one enlightened flower Samadhi self-mastery king in one of the monasteries. Just an image, just a statue. Oh, just a specially fine image, so it might not be the statue. Let's read on. As the Brahman woman beheld the honored countenance, she became doubly respectful while thinking to herself, probably in a vision, image, vision. Buddhas, she thought to herself, Buddhas are called greatly enlightened ones who have gained all wisdom. If this Buddha were in the world, I could ask him where my mother went after she died. He would certainly know. Meaning, then the Buddha was already in nirvana. The Brahman woman then wept for a long, long time as she gazed lovingly upon the third come one. So probably it was an image, It was a statue. Okay. Why don't they just say statue? Easier for me. What do I know? I wasn't there. So she gazed lovingly onto the image of that Buddha, thinking if he were still in this world, I would be able to ask him where my mother went. And she knew the Buddha was not there anymore, so she wept of, feeling frustrated and hopeless, That's why she cried and cried. And then suddenly she heard a voice from the space saying, "Oh, weeping, worthy woman, do not be so sorrowful. I shall now show you where your mother has gone." Probably she was too sincere, so the past Buddha talked to her. Or maybe one of the guardian gods, When we are sincere, we are more connected to protective councils or whoever is responsible for this field that you are praying to. The Brahman woman placed her palms together as she addressed space, the empty space, and saying, "Who is it, the one with spiritual virtue, comforting me in my grief? From the day I lost my mother onward, I have held her in memory day and night. But there is nowhere I can go to ask about the realm of her rebirth." So the voice in the space spoke to the woman again. "I am the one you are beholding and worshipping." So that is the Buddha, the Buddha statue. "The former enlightenment flower Samadhi self-mastery king has come one. Because I have seen your regard for your mother is double that of ordinary beings. So I have come to show you where she is." The Brahman woman suddenly lunged toward the voice she was hearing and then fell, injuring herself severely. She was trying so quickly to find out where the voice, so she fell down. Those around her supported and attended upon her, and after a long time she was revived. Then she addressed space, saying, "I hope the Buddha will be compassionate and quickly tell me into what realm my mother has been reborn. I am now near my death myself." Enlightenment flower Samadhi self-mastery king, thus come one of the past, told the worthy woman. The Buddha Shakyamuni has given 10 titles, more than that. But sometimes most people just address him as thus come one, or were honored one, or Buddha, yes. Or Arahant, yes, even they address him also. One of his titles is Arahant. So the past Buddha appeared through the voice, told the worthy woman, "After you make your offerings, return home quickly. sit upright and concentrate on my name. You will soon know where your mother has been reborn. So the Brahman woman bowed to the Buddha, the space, there's no one there, just a voice. She bowed to the Buddha with that voice and then returned home. The memory of her mother sustained her as she sat upright, recollecting enlightenment, flower, samadhi, self-mastering king, thus come one. After doing so for a day and a night, she suddenly saw herself beside a sea, whose waters seethe and bubble. It's always a sea, huh? Last time the Mao Gai Lai also took his old disciple to the sea, yeah? It seems like hell is next to the sea. And we could not even buy an ashram near the sea. So that you can take a shower sometimes. Up to now, not, yeah. Because mostly the sea is overcrowded. Next to the beach, always crowded with people, apartments, and always. But for us, it's very difficult to find. Okay. What? She saw herself on the sea, the seethe and bubble. Many evil beasts with iron bodies flew swiftly back and forth above the sea. She saw hundreds of thousands of men and women bubbling up and down in the sea, being fought over, seized, and eaten by the evil beasts. She saw yakshas with different shapes, some of the ghosts or evil spirits, yeah. Some had many hands, some many eyes, some many legs, some many heads. With their sharp fangs, they drove the offenders towards the evil beasts, pushing them there for them to eat. All the yakshas themselves seized the offenders and twisted their heads and feet together into shapes so horrible that no one would dare even look at them for long. During that time, the Brahman woman was naturally without fear due to the power of recollecting the Buddha's name. A ghost king named Poisonless bowed his head in greeting and said to the worthy woman, "Welcome, O Bodhisattva. What conditions bring you here?" The Brahman woman asked the ghost king, "What is this place?" Poisonless king replied, "We are on the western side of the great Iron Ring mountain, and this is the first of the seas that encircle it." The worthy woman said, "I have heard that the hells are within the Iron Ring. Is that actually so?" Poisonless king answered, "Yes, the hells are here." The worthy woman asked, "How have I now come to the hells? Why am I here?" So the Poisonless means the king of one of these hells, answered. So he's kind, he called her Bodhisattva. And why did she come here? No, he was very kind. So the king of some of the ghosts and all that, as I told you before, must not mean that they are bad, yeah? They just have to govern that part of the universe. So that makes sure that the ghosts and the devils don't harm just any beings, just the bad ones, but not touch the good ones. They have to have law and order as well, yeah. So, the woman asked, "How come I'm here in hells?" So the Poisonless answered, "If it was an awesome spiritual strength that brought you here, then it was the power of bad karma. Those are the only two ways anyone can come here." The worthy woman asked, "Why is this water seething and bubbling, and why are there so many offenders and evil beasts?" Poisonless replied, "These are beings of Jambu Vipa who did evil deeds." Yeah, almost like samsara, means from the earth, come down, yeah. They did evil deeds. They have just died and passed through 49 days without any surviving relatives doing any meritorious deeds on their behalf to rescue them from their distress. For 49 days and nights, if you have relatives died, you should meditate, pray for them, reciting good sutra or master teaching, or put a tape on for them. Don't cry. Don't make too much festival, whatever kind, don't busy with all that. Have to make offerings to the Buddhas or recite the sutra for them and pray for them. Understand? Yes. Because in 49 days, that's the time, if they're good people or people with the master, then they go to heaven immediately already. But the 49 day period is allowed. So anyone who dies who hasn't done good deeds or done bad deeds, then this is a time of judgment. If you help them, the living beings, help them, pray for them, or recite in sutra, Buddha's sutra, do any good things and tell them good stuff, yeah? From the living master as well, then it's good, better for them, okay? Then their sin will be minimized, yeah? And they might be liberated accordingly. But don't sit there and cry and, cling to the body. That's useless for them, helpless, even harmful. Especially if you kill animals to feed or offering to them, or, then it's worse. You make their sin worse, their karma worse. So even if they were about to be liberated from suffering, they would stay there longer. Or they would have more suffering because you kill animals to make offering to them. Understand? Yes. Every time you do that, their karma gets worse. They get more punishment in hell. And even if somebody is in heaven, and if you kill animals as offering to them or on their behalf, their heaven status is lower. And then maybe you keep lower until maybe they cannot stay in heaven anymore. Then they have to be reborn again and go somewhere accordingly. So besides that, during their lives, they themselves didn't plant any good causes. Now their own karma calls forth these hells. They attract the hells to them. Okay. They didn't fall to hell. They attracted the hell to come to them even. They call forth these hells. Their first task is to cross this sea. 10,000 yojanas. Each of this sea is another sea in which they will undergo twice as much suffering. Each of that sea is yet another sea where the sufferings are double still again. What the combined evil causes of the three karmic vehicles evoke is called the sea of karma. This is that place, the sea of karma. This is the place that the woman is now. The worthy woman asked the ghost king Poisonless, "Where are the hells?" Poisonless answered, "Within the three seas are hundreds of thousands of great hells, each one different. 18 of those are known as the great hells. 500 subsequent ones inflict limitless, cruel sufferings. Following those are hundreds of thousands that inflict limitless, further sufferings." The worthy woman again questioned the great ghost king. "My mother died recently, and I do not know where she has gone." The ghost king asked the worthy woman, "When the Bodhisattva's mother was alive, what habits did she have?" Even the ghost king couldn't tell right away who is where. You see, they have to check according to the information. The worthy woman replied, "My mother held deviant views and ridiculed and slandered the triple jewels," means the Buddha, Sangha, and Dhamma. "Even if she occasionally believed she would soon become disrespectful again. She died recently, and I still do not know where she was reborn." Poisonless asked, "What was the Bodhisattva's mother's name and clan?" Still have ID, huh? In hell, we need ID to find somebody. It's too much, too countless beings. I guess even the king doesn't have the book, of the names. So the worthy woman replied, "My parents were both Brahmins. My father's name was Shila Sudarsana. My mother's name was Yue Di Li." Sounds like Chinese to me. Yeah. Poisonless placed his palms together and implored the worthy woman, "Please, worthy one." He's so respectful, huh? He knew she was good, huh? He even called a bodhisattva. So, and he put his palm together and said, "Worthy one, please return home. There is no need for you to read further. The offender Yue Di Li was born in the heavens 3 days ago. It is said that she received the benefit of offerings made and blessings cultivated by her filial child who practiced giving to enlightenment flower Samadhi self-mastery king thus come one. At his stupas and monasteries. The Buddha passed away long ago already, but she made offering only to the statues and the monastery, probably, to the monks who believe in him. Yeah. Not only was the Bodhisattva's mother released from the hells, all the other offenders who were destined for the uninterrupted hell received bliss and were reborn together with her in heaven. Having finished speaking, the ghost king put his palms together and withdrew. God. The Brahman woman returned swiftly as if from a dream, understood what had happened, and then made a profound and far-reaching vow before the stupas and images of enlightenment flower Samadhi self-mastery king thus come one, saying, I vow that until the end of future eons I will respond to beings suffering for their offenses by using many expedient devices to bring about their liberation. The Buddha told Manjushri, the ghost king poisonless is the present Bodhisattva foremost wealth in his assembly. Yeah. The Brahman woman is now earth store Bodhisattva. Even the ghost king can become Bodhisattva. Foremost wealth. The Brahman woman is now earth store Bodhisattva. These are all translated names from Sanskrit. The meaning is like that. So they just translated the meaning. What's a good story, huh? Thanks for listening. Incredible story. I like very much. My first Bodhisattva was Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, from my childhood then. And my second one, when I was in the West, in Germany, was Earth Store Bodhisattva. I worship them. And also I have other pictures of other Buddhas, You can't always get whatever you want, a Buddha in the West, So, but I like Earth Store Bodhisattva very much. I loved him for the vow he made, and for the sacrifice he made, and for what he's doing, and has been doing, and is doing, and will be doing for beings. So I worship him in my house. And Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, of course, is always there. Yeah? Yes. And then I cannot get Shakyamuni Buddha, so I just worship Earth Store Bodhisattva. Yeah. And then I have also images of other Buddhas, behind, like a picture, And my husband was good. He bring flowers to them. My ex-husband, he liked Buddhism, but he didn't know much. He just liked. It seemed more peaceful to him, non-violence, no competitiveness. That's taught in Buddhism, and he liked it. Okay, I let you go eating, and if something good will come back, huh? I will continue if you want to, later. Later. Huh? Yeah, it's more comfortable for me to read straight from English, instead of translation and explaining at the same time, It's kind of a little bit more stressful. Manageable, but more stressful. Okay, see you later, huh?
Thank you, Master.
Okay. All right. It's a very touching story, huh?
Yes.
How just a woman, because of love for her mother, has made her become such a great bodhisattva and having a great vow like that. Okay, the division bodies gather. Wow. Division bodies, meaning the manifestation bodies of enlightened persons. Yeah? One enlightened person has only one physical body, but many, many, many transcendental bodies. So they can do many things, help many beings, different levels of heavens and earth and hell. Okay, here is about the division bodies of the Bodhisattva Kristigaba. Yeah. Earth store Bodhisattva. At that time, the division bodies of Earth store Bodhisattva began gathering in the palace of Trayastrimsha heaven from billions of inexpressible, unutterable, immeasurable, ineffable, limitless asamkhyas of words. Meaning he's not in one word, but his body manifested in all different, countless, limitless words. They came from wherever hells were found. Wow. He specialized in rescuing people in hell. Due to the spiritual powers of the third come one, each came from his own direction and was joined by millions of nayutas of those who had obtained liberation from the forces of bad karma. All came holding incense and flowers as offering to the Buddha. Those groups that came were irreversible from Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi, meaning the highest Bodhi, yeah. Because they had been taught and transformed by Earth-store Bodhisattva. For long aeons they had wandered in birth and death, undergoing suffering within the six paths without even temporary respite. Now they had reached levels of sagehood due to the great compassion and deep vows of Earth-store Bodhisattva. What a great Bodhisattva, huh? They felt joyful as they arrived at the Trayastrimsha heaven and gazed at the third come one, meaning the Buddha. At that time it was Shakyamuni Buddha. Their eyes not leaving him for a moment. It means they were non-stop gazing at him. I guess it feels familiar to me, like somebody I know. At that time, the world honored one stretched forth his golden-colored arm and rubbed the crowns of all the division bodies of Earth-store Bodhisattva Mahasattva. They gathered from billions of inexpressible, inconceivable, immeasurable, ineffable, limitless asamkhyas of words. Asamkhyas is very, very immeasurable, uncountable, innumerable already. So not to talk about many, many of that. Don't ask me to do that, okay? No rubbing the crown, nothing. This is heaven's story, okay? The Buddha was in heaven. It's not his physical body can do that. Even the physical body, even the Buddha as he could not rub the heads of countless asamkhyas and, you know what I mean, a limitless number of beings. Okay? The Buddha said, I teach and transform obstinate beings such as these within the evil worlds of the five turbidities. Meaning 5 obstacles, trouble, whatever, yeah? No good anyway. Whatever it is, no good. Causing their minds to be regulated and subdued so they renounce the deviant and return to the proper. But 1 or 2 of 10 still cling to the bad habits. For them I again divide into billions of bodies. He himself, Buddha, manifested many bodies, yeah. Just for 2 of 10 still clung to the bad habits. Yeah, 2 of 10, but that's from billions and it's become a lot. Yeah? A lot of beings who are still very stubborn. For them, I again divide into billions of bodies and use numerous additional expedient devices. Those with keen roots will listen and immediately believe. Those with good rewards will respond to exhortation and strive to succeed. Those who are dark and dull will return only after being taught for a long time. Sounds familiar to me also. Those whose bad karma is heavy fail to show any respect. My division bodies take across and liberate all those different kinds of beings, taking across, meaning across the river and ocean of suffering. Understand? I may appear in a male body, I may appear in a female body, I may appear in the body of a god or dragon, I may appear in the body of a spirit or ghost, I may appear as a mountain, as a forest, as a stream, as a spring, as a river, as a lake, as a fountain, or as a well in order to benefit people. So walk everywhere with respect. Maybe you encounter a Buddha anytime. I use all these ways to save beings. I may appear in the body of God Chakra. I may appear in the body of Lord Brahma, even as a well, river, mountain. I may appear in the body of a national leader. I may appear in the body of a wheel-turning king. I may appear in the body of a lay person. I may appear in the body of a prime minister. I may appear in the body of an official. I may appear in the body of a bhikshu or bhikshuni, meaning nun, hai monk, hai nun, and upasaka, meaning lay person, and upasika, layman, laywoman, and so forth, to my appearing in the body of a Sauhira, an Arhat, a Patekya Buddha, or a Bodhisattva, in order to teach and rescue beings. It is not that I only appear to them in the body of a Buddha. Reflect on how I have toiled for repeated eons and endure acute suffering to take across and free stubborn beings who resist being taught and continue to suffer for their offenses. Those not yet subdued undergo retributions according to their karma. If they fall into the evil destinies and are enduring tremendous suffering, then you should remember the gravity of this entrustment I am now giving you here in the palace of the Trayas Trimsha heaven. Find ways to liberate all beings in the Saha world, in our world, from now until the time when Maitreya Buddha comes into the world. Help them escape suffering forever, encounter Buddhas, and receive predictions, meaning, initiation and then knowing when you become Buddha. Yeah. At that time, all the division bodies of earth-store bodhisattva that came from all those worlds merged into one single form. He collected all of his manifested bodies from different directions, different universes, collected them all together in one. Then he wept and said to the Buddha, the Bodhisattva wept. Imagine. We thought the Buddha don't cry, huh? And the earth-store Bodhisattva wept after he collected all the different bodies to himself, became one single person. Then he wept and said to the Buddha, he cried and said to the Buddha, throughout long eons, I have been receiving the Buddha's guidance, and from that I have developed inconceivable spiritual power and great wisdom. My division bodies, meaning manifestation bodies or transcendental bodies, different bodies, filled worlds as many as grains of sand in billions of Ganges rivers. Imagine how many bodies he had. In each of those worlds, I transform myself into billions of bodies again. First he transformed himself into billions of worlds, as many as Ganges river sands. Imagine, okay? And then from that, limitless sand body transforms also, billions of bodies again. Yeah? So in one transformed body, it transformed into billions of bodies in each different world. Yeah, a lot of work to do. One physical body, but many transformed bodies, many transcendental bodies. And I'm thinking, in the Catholic world, if a Pope manifests himself in two places at one time, then he is a saint. So this Bodhisattva can be called a saint many, many billion times over and over. Okay, I will tell the Pope. Yeah, to make him a saint. Bodhisattva, earth store Bodhisattva, make him a saint. Now, each body takes across billions of people, helping them to return respectfully to the triple jewels. Means Buddha, Sangha, Dhamma. Okay. Escape birth and death forever and reach the bliss of nirvana. Even if their good deeds within the Buddha Dhamma amount to just as little as a strand of hair, just a little strand of hair is worthy of merit even, or even a drop of water, a grain of sand, or a mote of dust, I will gradually take them across. Just one little merit as a sand grain, he will use that as an excuse to liberate them gradually, and help them gain great benefit. I only hope that the world honored one will not be concerned about beings of the future who have bad karma. Wow, how nice. It means the Buddha can rest and the Earth-store Bodhisattva will do it all. In that way, he addressed the Buddha 3 times. Why 3 times? Huh? Just to make sure the Buddha heard it. I guess it was for the sake of all the assembly, Because one time maybe somebody heard it, maybe somebody didn't, So he repeated again and again 3 times, even though he addressed the Buddha, but everyone should hear it. You see what I mean? Yeah. Not because the Buddha couldn't hear one time, Just to let you know. I only hope that the world honored one will not be concerned about beings of the future who have bad karma. At that time, the Buddha praised Earth-store Bodhisattva and said, "Excellent, excellent, excellent. I will help you in this work you so willingly undertake. When the vast vows that you keep making throughout so many eons are fulfilled and all those beings have been saved, then I will certify your ultimate Bodhi." It means probably never. How can Earth-store Bodhisattva ever finish his job? I don't know. Maybe he will. At that time, then the Buddha said he will bless him to be a Buddha. Graduate Buddhahood. Well, we pray that he can do that soon. But he's done it so countless eons of times already. Suffered so much for all beings. Okay, I think we go now. We should really thank the past masters, monks and nuns and scholars who have taken time to record the Buddha's teaching after the master's nirvana, and also for the past and present persons, lay or monks or nuns who have really dedicated themselves, sacrificed their time and precious health or under any difficult situation to translate this so that I can read it to you. And we have to thank them. And may they be blessed forever by all the Buddhas, past, present, and future. May their merit be immense. May they be liberated forever. Thank you. It's good to know there are such bodhisattva around. So people who don't practice Kuan method or anything can pray to him. Even just praying sincerely one time, that's merit enough to make an excuse for the Earth-store Bodhisattva to save you, to save, whoever. Yeah. Thank God, Yeah. Okay, see you later. You have a good appetite, okay?
Thank you, Master.
I'm fine, really, I'm fine. I'm just being careful, okay? Because here the ground sometimes is not very flat. Yeah. And I'm wearing this kind of spiritual weapon. I'm just being careful, all right? If I wear flat shoes, I'm okay. I'm not used to it. Before I was walking fine, remember? other retreats, even higher spiritual weapon, I still can walk around. Just this time, I'm not used to it because I've been in the mountains and caves too long. I didn't wear this kind of thing for a long time already. Yeah, long time, years. So now I begin to learn to walk again with high heels. Yeah, maybe one day I'll be able to get rid of them. Yeah.
You're doing well, man. Elegant.
Oh, very elegant. So you don't have family except your grandma?
No family.
Oh, wow.
3.
You have a lot of family here, huh?
Yes.
Big family. Hello. Everything okay here? Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Master.
You cold? Sick? A little bit. A little bit. At least. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Cute. Thanks to all of you, okay? See you later, perhaps, yeah?
Yes.
Thank you. See you soon.
See you.
Okay? You hear everything, right? Yeah. Very clear, right?
Yes.
Really? Everybody?
Yes.
Even next to the TV can hear, but outside TV can hear too?
Yes.
I'm so happy. Okay, maybe see you later.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you for your love. Everybody hear everything? Yes. Understood everything? Yes. Good. Very good. Does it help you? Yes. Help you? Yes. Help you to understand more about practice and meditation and karma? Help you? Yes. Very good. Then I am very happy. I'm happy. I see you soon, okay? See you after, maybe, okay? I need to take a break, yeah? A little rest, and maybe come to you later, okay? Ciao. Ciao. Thank you.